The pandemic has been hard on all of us, but our young people are still hurting.
New research from Nationwide Children's Hospital is focusing on figuring out the risk factors for suicidal behavior, especially among Black children.
We've seen several suicides in recent weeks of public school kids. That is very, very painful.
In the last 3 weeks, there's been 3 student suicides, bringing the total to 5 children taking their own lives so far this school year.
I think I speak for all teenagers when I say that we are slowly just like spiraling into like just sadness every day and frustration and feeling like there's nothing to do.
I faced a lot of challenges during the pandemic. I lost 5 people due to the pandemic, and I feel as though JAIA was the only continuous thing that remained the same throughout the year of complete change and chaos. So it's 2021 now, still dealing with the remnants of everything.
JAIA provided a vital lifeline for young people during COVID as they faced immense grief and emotional turmoil.
At one point, I realized I was depressed and was going through depression, but I figured it out after the fact.
Isolation and social distancing caused anxiety and depression to skyrocket.
Honestly, through JAIA, like we used to have our weekly meetings, so that honestly I would say saved me because I was able to express what I was going through and know that I was not alone.
And JAIA was there to fill in the gaps, to foster healthy connections and reduce reactive behaviors, because that's what we do.
JAIA has helped me grow in many different ways. I would say one of the ways is being mindful when there's like troubles, like altercations, or like people just getting on my nerves. JAIA has helped me kind of like figure out how to get through that.
I feel like this is kind of like my safe place where I can come to. It's like the support group I always needed that I never knew that I could find.
I developed a eating disorder, which I'm just now coming out of, and like I've always had depression, but it kind of got worse with the pandemic because it was just me in my room alone and like overthinking.
JAIA's programs help to fill the void created by the lack of culturally responsive mental health services. Our Mindful Leaders Institute provides teens and young adults with skills and tools to develop self-esteem while improving cognitive and emotional functioning skills.
JAIA is important to me specifically because I always wanted to go to therapy, but it's a stigma in my family that I can't go to therapy or that like I can't afford it because my health insurance doesn't cover it. With JAIA, it's like a therapy session every time.
When I walk into the room, I feel empowered because it's my safe space. I get to say how I feel, who I am as a person, what I believe, and nobody judges me. They just accept me for who I am.
Through JAIA, I learned how to ask for help, and that asking for help is okay, and that saying that I don't think I'm okay is also okay. My principle was truth for this year, and I had to remember my truth regarding the fact that even though the world may be upside down, that doesn't mean that my vision can't be completed and my purpose is now diminished because it feels like the end of the world.
I would say the tools that helped me a lot was definitely affirmations and mantras, and those words like being powerful and I'm worthy lifted me up to know that, okay, Siobhan, like, yeah, you're in this space right now, but you're worthy enough and you're powerful. You're gonna make it through.
JAIA's Youth Leadership Council helps our young people unleash the power of leadership from within by allowing them to take charge, create workshops and programming that will continue to directly impact their peers.
Being able to create a program, the Healthy Mind, Healthy Vibe program from scratch. I created it in 2019 and I got to see it through all the way through 2020. And when I first started it, it was really to see what my peers would need instead of turning for anxiety and depression, instead of turning to what the norm is of holding ourselves in, judging ourselves for being anxious, for being depressed, or even just turning to like toxic forms of coping mechanisms. I really had to sit down and wonder, okay, what are like almost simple ways, what are simple tools that I could present to teens and young adults and people my age that they could do on a day-to-day basis that will help them. And I realized through art is everywhere. Art is the best foundation and an outlet to just release what we're going through. Meditation and the chakra work. I went to a workshop with JAIA, and that's when I was introduced to chakras, and I realized the chi, the energy, the heart chakra, that really affects our energy and our mood, and that's a great way to just balance our episodes of anxiety or depression.
JAIA is lighting the way forward by providing safe, loving, brave spaces for our youth to express their authentic self while leading them into a promising future.
JAIA gives you a place to just take a minute, rethink your goals, rethink who you are, and make sure like your priorities are intact. I don't get that anywhere else.
The most important thing about JAIA is the community. The community creates with all these different people. I feel like the essence of a community is like it's based on the similarities, but the essence of JAIA's community is based on the differences. Like we're so different, but we're all still human beings. We're experiencing all these emotions from different situations. And for me to sit in a room full of people who are also going through similar stuff, but from different backgrounds, and it's beautiful. It kind of elevates everything. It's just, you leave every JAIA meeting, it's like, you know what, yeah, I want to make a change. You know, like, yeah, like I want to do something.
You can be a part of that change by donating to our fundraising campaign. We need to raise $25,000 by January 31st to increase our staff, train 6 more youth facilitators, and provide internships for teens and young adults. Please click on the link accompanying this video to join JAIA in making a difference.